It's good.
Yeah, this should be good.
'Cause I feel like I ain't any higher.
Yeah, this should be good.
So with like, I know I have this like same for every 2 months, and I say I'm gonna do it, and then I never do.
Yeah.
But like, I'm trying to work out a way where I actually will do it. So I want to be involved with like dropping off guns and doing cool drops, and I think as a whole, we don't really do that, do we? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like we do drops, we don't do like actually like proper cool ones.
We've done a couple in the past, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like for dropping off with the mob and stuff, and now we use the payphone.
Yeah, yeah. Like I want to be like involved with like almost how like Pigeon used to do it. But,
Yeah.
like I don't know if he still does. I feel like I ain't got anything dropped from him in so long. But like I think as a group we should like we have so many assets that you know what I mean, like we have the lab, we have the Teddy, and I don't know, I feel like we could do bigger and cooler things.
Yeah, do you know about the payphone thing and like the menu we have, or no?
I don't know about the menu. I know about the payphone thing.
So
you showed me it, but I was sort of into.
Yeah, we've done a couple drop-offs with the menu where like people will order through there, and then they pick up their goods, and we sell what we can supply, you know, whether it's meth, whether it's this, whether it's that, eagles. That's how we've been keeping it right now.
Basically, the whole reason for the payphone, Matt, was so that we're not ever physically really involved.
Yeah,
because like it was just getting. I don't know. We obviously we were an investigator at that time, but it doesn't mean that we can't do other stuff. But I don't really think we've done the payphone like, properly yet. But it won't. It would make sense to have more people involved with that.
Yeah,
as well.
no, 100%. Because the more people, the better.
The more people we have, more like, how do I say it? More
extravagant ideas we can have. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like more cinematic is like pretty cool.
And the thing is, the payphone is just for like, in a sense, like people we don't have 100% trust with. With people we have 100% trust with, in my opinion, we can do those extravagant like drop-offs. Those, you know.
The thing is, as well, they have to be worth time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do a big extravagant drop for one brownie.
Yeah, but
you can.
Like, one thing that, for example, correct me if I'm wrong again. Like James doesn't know about Teddy, right?
No, and he won't.
And he won't. But like, we could still involve him in a drop, and just play it through the way we like. He knows we sell guns and buy guns, you know.
Yeah, and have him involved with like a little drop off, you know.
You know, you say you want to do drops though. Would it not make sense to do drops as a different? Like, we're not going to be wearing Mandem gear doing the drops, are we?
No, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're a different entity when you do the drops, like the thing is, then he really wouldn't know that we are that entity. That's the only thing.
I feel like it's not a bad thing involving him with the drops. Like, I can't lie, the guy's not dense and he's been around benches before, so it doesn't take two brain cells to speculate we have one. But he's also smart enough to not overstep and say, I know you have this. He's not dumb enough to do that. So like, I feel like involving him with the drops, but like saying we're buying it off, you know what I mean, we could say we bought it off anyone, and we're like reselling, you know.
I think it depends on the drops. Like, for example, we've had certain like hidden identities where we do drops, but if we just black out and we find a new identity, it's different. But if we're going as the group that because we have like the underground identity.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't involve him with that. But if we do like a different identity, yeah.
Yeah, I'm over the next like day or two. I'm gonna try and brainstorm some cool drops. Cause like I was deep in it. Like every time I say I want to sell guns, I don't get the sales because obviously I don't normally do it, and then I give up. But what I need to do is come up with the cool ideas, take them to you, man, that will have customers, and then do them with you, and then like get into it through that, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, and especially the more people we have. Because realistically, drops, all I have is Denzel to help me with them, you know? And that's just me being honest. Um,
Yeah.
the more people we have helping with drops will allow us to do bigger and better drops, you know?
And I feel like more people you have, more inclined people are to help.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the boys know, Qatar, Matt, and Denzel are gonna go do a cool drop with flares, heli, scuba, whatever we come up with, they're gonna be more inclined to get involved. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if they know you're gonna drive up to someone and give them 2 guns, there ain't nobody
Yeah.
dropping what they're doing to do that. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I'm gonna push throughout the group is you make a little sacrifice for the benefit of the group, whether it's with the weed stuff, whether it's with the meth stuff, whether it's I have to go cook once a day. You know, I know you might not want to cook, but you're gonna do it for the benefit of the group. You know, like people should
Yeah,
be able
on
to
your
make
keep.
sacrifices
Yeah.
for the best.
I'll be honest. Yeah,
for the group,
way
you know?
the way that I see it with the lab as well, like we cook once a day, and then inevitably, if whatever happens and it does go shit, so if somebody steals it or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then we can just go and do what we did before. Where so people with the knowledge that we have on labs can be a massive nuisance for people with labs.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and that'll just give us. Like, if that's the route we want to go down, I mean, if we lose it, we lose it, and we're not bothered, then we're not bothered. But if finding out who I just think we at least I think it wasn't as bad this time because we knew it was still getting used. Like, whereas before, when it was completely dormant and it wasn't even getting used, it was kind of like a waste of us even having it.
Yeah.
But I think one cook a day in a lab would be great.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is more than easily doable. It's just whether people are selfish or if they're willing to make that sacrifice of spending 5-10 minutes to go cook, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna start pushing, because if you can't make that sacrifice, then you shouldn't be here, you know? Whether it's, hey, let's go cook for 10 minutes, boom, you know? Whether it's this, whether it's that, at the end of the day, if it benefits the group and the gang, it should be something you have no issue doing without whining and, like, you know?
We need to push our gang to be more of an asset to other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that will come with time, because you need to understand our gang was not around for months and months and months and months.
Yeah.
It was mainly
agreed.
1 or 2 people, you know?
Yeah.
But
I think
with
that's
people,
where the real power comes. When you're
yeah,
an asset to someone else.
that's the thing, is people only need you when you're useful. It's in any way in life. If you're not useful to someone, people don't have a reason to interact with you or, you know, even entertain your shenanigans, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Like, for example, during the war, Ray hit me up. Why? He wanted guns. You know?
Yeah, and you wouldn't be on his mind at all if you weren't useful.
Yeah. But I said no to him. And I specifically said the only reason I said no is because you guys snitched.
That's how it should be. I wish that everyone with a bench was more in tune with each other.
But you know what it is, right?
Everyone just wants the sales.
Everyone wants the sales and nobody cares until it happens to them. You know? Like, for example, other than, I would say, The Lost, what was his name? Rudy. Rudy was the only person, in my opinion, that really cared about the snitching stuff. Everyone else just, after 2 weeks, they forgot about it, you know?
Yeah, because imagine, bro, everyone would, like...
Even with us, remember with, and I don't want to bring it up, but remember when BSK snitched on Denzel? No one cared. But for example, when people snitched on Eugene's bench, everyone started caring. Or for example, when even like the Hydra lab, nobody cared until it happened to them. You know, that's how things work around here. It's like no one cares until it actually happens to them. So like, for example, the BSK and them planting shit on Denzel, back in the day, I would see like BSK being run out of the south side for snitching, you know? But nowadays we live in a different like society where snitching is more accepted socially in a sense, you know. But at the end of the day, we do our thing. We keep our morals up, and whatever values we have, we make sure other people don't ruin that for us, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think what we do need to do as well for the lab.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should have like one
Scout.
like
Is Dean comes to this conversation?
Yeah, but he needs to find his own way here.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning, mate. Me.
If you use the bench more, you unlock more. Our bench is not like that, May. We have a sandwich bench. We don't have a progressive bench.
What's your ping?
We don't
you
we
have to
don't
come in
have
by the
we
way.
don't have a progressive bench. We have a sandwich
Jamie.
bench.
Yeah, James can't come to this. Okay, in a bit. Safe.
we need to have like one van that has just equipment for everybody to have when we go there. Like we need to be eagles, you know, like we can't have like people coming to the cooks with no guns and shit like that, you know?
Even regardless, everyone should have a gun at all times with themselves. And when we go there, like you said, everyone has a deagle, and we'll do what Hydra does. One person lives to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
So
and yeah, I mean, and then we can decide, like I say, what we want to do. Worst case scenario, but like, I know you said you want like us to be an asset to other gangs, but I think we, as well as that, I think we just need to work on, you know, becoming a bit more of a well-oiled machine ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
like get back to the actual gang stuff. Like if this meth cooking thing for people does last more than 2 weeks, if I'm honest, that will be a surprise to me. I'm all for it though. I'm not anybody specifically, but we do struggle as a gang to do stuff for a while. You know, I feel like we have a lot of good ideas, but unfortunately, like I said, when they don't go exactly the way we want them, we just don't seem to persevere as much as other people would.
yeah,
I
you're
feel
not
like we're
wrong.
more cautious than most gangs as well.
We
like,
are
for
cautious,
example,
but that's gotten us where we are, you know.
Yeah, agreed. Like, but for example, if Hydra had someone in Denzel's situation, they wouldn't have stopped anything. And I stand by that. They would have carried on like nothing was happening.
But they also have 50 more members than we do, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, maybe like I said, drug trafficking to the person that would be in my position wouldn't have been as much as a big deal as to them as it is to me. You know.
True. Yeah.
Like, the reason I stopped is because I wanted to. Todd didn't tell me I had to stop. But he respected the decision that I made, like pending the charges were meth related. If that would have never happened, it would have never happened. But like I said, that was just a thing that meant that it made most sense for me to stop cooking meth while I was being investigated for cooking meth.
Yeah. But now we're gonna start the weed operation. We're gonna start the meth operation. Because the thing is, realistically, no one in our gang should be broke. We're a well-established gang. This late into our careers, and we still have people in the gang where they barely can pay their asset fees, you know. So
Not being funny though, if they actually woke up, like vaults are, bro.
yeah, I mean vaults, weed, meth,
300K a week, just
any
from
of
vaults.
that. Like for example, even to this day, Hydra is still doing weed runs, you know. So if anyone like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be very stingy with my money. When it comes to it, of course I'll do what's best for the gang, but when it comes to handouts, people are gonna have to grind or survive on their own. So
yeah, I mean, if people are awake, the locals will clean as well. I'll finally be able to get the money that I'm owed from the gang fund as well, and then we'll be hopefully be able to kind of start the gang fund afresh.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, as much as we want to work on the outside, I think we need to work on the inside and then flourish from there. So before even having to force ourselves to be assets for other groups for this or that, we need to start working on within. Make sure the weed operations running, the meth operations running, and whatever businesses we have are flourishing, so that we have a great we have a good foundation to to actually do dumb shit with, you know?
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
How much money do you have in your bank, Matt?
I have 250k and 150k in it.
Okay.
And then I have the penumbra I'm thinking of selling, which I'll
Okay.
make like 400-500.
Okay. Now I have about 9 million in my bank account.
Oh, you have 9 mil?
Yeah, and that's with me not being around, really doing
I
anything
need to,
crazy.
That's
I need to sell
mental.
you. I need to sell you some materials, but
Yeah, when we go to the block, I'll buy all of them from you.
I've got
You
like
have 9 mil?
I've got
Yeah.
like a mill's worth of material.
Yeah, I'll buy all of them off you.
How much do Gold Rush have these days?
I think Gold Rush, the actual bank account, has only 3 mil right now. But T has like 40 mil.
T has 40 mil.
Yeah.
And there's
And
another.
then we have about
like
another
12
30,
mil, yeah,
40 mil
12,
worth
yeah.
of gold ready to be shipped off.
Oh, so we have a lot of money.
No, T has
Oh,
a lot of money.
T has a lot of money.
We are broke.
Yeah. Right.
So that's what we need to work on, is to make we have a lot of money. Because there should be no reason a racing crew's gang fund has more money than our gang fund. You know?
Yeah.
We're a little bit lower. You went past us.
I think with, like I say, with some tables and like I say, if the gang fund had a bit of money in it, it would sustain itself. But the problem is, it doesn't have anything.
Yeah. No, it's barely
The
got
car
any money.
wouldn't get up the hill.
How much of the... No, we have 11 mil. We have 11 mil.
It's like even
But 9 mil of that is mine.
I'm owed like 460k. I'll be honest.
Yeah. So we'll work on that.
Jesus.
We'll make sure these operations are going fine and dandy. I know Winston said he's gonna be back after a while, so I say we expect him. Boom, bang, bing. But with whatever we have, we make sure the operations moving. No more excuses. Oh well, this person's not awake. We can't do this. It's gonna be this person's not awake. They're gonna be replaced in a sense of, if you're not good enough to do that job, if you're not like, for example, let me use Denzel as an example. We need meth. Denzel is being lazy. He doesn't want to do meth anymore, this or that. He doesn't want to cook anymore. He's being very lazy with it, and the gang isn't moving because he doesn't want to do that. It's no. Someone's gonna pick up the pace, and Denzel's gonna be replaced. You know. So it's I don't want it to be, oh well, this person's not awake, so we can't do this. It's gonna be, oh well, he's not awake. I'm gonna go make sure I attend his operation, or I'm gonna pick up the slack. You know. So for example, weed. Winston's gone for a week. Someone else picks up his slack. You know.
Can I just get a quick TLDR? What we're talking about?
We're just talking about weed and meth and what the future's gonna be before Monday meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might not be there for that, due to the fact of my, Cougar Ave apartment 13, the one I wake up in every morning, is having maintenance. So where the power is gonna be out from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. I don't know how that's
what
a
the
thing.
fuck?
But yeah, that's
so all day.
Basically.
Okay.
They basically said, you know what, your work schedule, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just everybody in the building's work schedule, fuck it. Just
From the minute you wake up to the minute you go
Yeah.
to bed, you're
Yeah,
gonna
they
yeah.
prioritize their own schedule for that
So
one.
they
huh?
pretty much
So, yeah,
took
I
a
will
9
not
to
be there for that.
5,
I'm sorry.
and we're like, anyone that has a
I
home
swear
job
that's
can't do
your
anything.
literal schedule.
Bro, that is literally my schedule.
Ay.
They didn't want to pay the engineers through the night. No.
You gotta pay extra for the night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ay. But yeah. No, I think especially with people waking up more and more, as a group we can do a lot more, you know?
We need to sort out this gang app as well. Like,
The only one that can do it is T.
yeah, I know, but we need to. Yeah, like, as much as like I feel like ranking like whatever in the gang matters, I feel like there should be a priority list of people that are actually going to use what the gang
No,
app
it's
is used for.
whoever's actually awake and active will be on it.
Yeah,
but it's
because James,
you need
for
to
example,
understand.
he would claim.
Yeah, but you need to understand they have to be awake at the same time as T.
Yeah.
So you know, having the boys awake at the perfect time. Like, is Saint even on there or no?
Nope.
So like even Saint should have been on there a long time ago. But having Saint and T awake at the same time is like having a lunar eclipse with Shrek taking a shit down the moon. You know?
Yeah. Having Winston and Lion instead of them two is a vile. I can't lie.
Yeah. No, I mean Lion would be off of the app. If Winston's active again, he'll stay on. But if, like, for example, people like for example Moses or Vince, or I mean Vince has been waking up more often.
I think we're gonna see Vince around a lot more.
Yeah, I think we'll
Happy
see him a lot
days.
more too. But who else is on the app that we don't really see much? Like Lion would get kicked out and James would get invited instead of him. You know?
It's just when people are awake, they need to be claiming, bro. Because when I was chilling with Hydra for that couple of days, like every single one of them claims and they have jobs. Like, bro, literally one fleeker a day, bro, will keep you financially stable.
But that's what
Like
I mean about people not being selfish. Well, I'm not gonna claim because I'm not gonna do the job. It's no, I'm gonna claim for the crew, and they can go do the job. You know?
Even if you claim,
But by the
bro,
time
and you
by the
don't wanna
time we
do it.
wake up, normally doesn't the claim already, like everything's already claimed though,
Yeah,
right?
pretty
Like,
much.
like so basically you're saying for like next storm.
For the
what you're
next
saying,
storm,
right,
yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, but there's still is stuff like there's a Harwick in 27 minutes. It's like it's not as much this storm, but like there still is stuff.
Yeah, but that comes down to, okay, I'm gonna claim it, and then the job endies can go do it, you know? Because like I'm unless it's like a properly planned out job, I'm probably not gonna be on it. But I'm gonna click 2 extra like buttons on my phone for the sake of helping you guys, you know?
But yeah, it's one of those, bro. Like, do you want to sit there and push weed for an hour, or do you want to run in a bank and make a quick lick? You know, like not everyone wants to push weed, so it's just a way people can make money.
Yeah,
I don't
and
have the
that
patience
also
to
comes
sit
to
there,
just
you know?
reminding everyone on radio, hey guys, can we queue up for this? Hey guys, you know? So it's a two-way thing, you know?
Yeah, and another thing is with that though, like I can tell you now, there's a lot of men on the gang app that wake up regularly, that just don't carry VPNs. I know Ved doesn't. I know Sparky doesn't. It's like, it needs to be done.
Okay,
you know?
I'll have a talk to them on Monday then, and remind, like, everyone should have a VPN, everyone should have a gun, everyone should have like a radio, you know? Those are basic essentials, you know?
I need a gun, by the way.
Yeah, Denzel, can you sort them out after?
Yeah.
But has your court case got postponed to when?
Banks are
It's
boring.
not been-
I only like
so it's
banks
not
when
been
we're doing like
rescheduled, so let me tell
crazy
you
plans
exactly
with
what's
them.
I
Me
just don't
personally,
like the way
I
I'm
don't.
looking up at you right now. This is.
I don't
very-
see myself doing a
No,
bank
it's-
every day.
What are you looking at me like that?
Intrusive thought came into my head, and I was just sitting there. But continue with your conversation.
What?
Please continue. Denzel, please. Continue.
No, now you've said it like that. It's like, there you go. Right, so Grace, the lawyer, put a load of motions in on the day of the trial.
Okay.
So there's a motion to produce the gang tags for me and Jay, all incidents and investigative reports, because they quoted that they'd do an investigation into a Mandem drug ring. So I wasn't in it. So she says, "Where's this? Where's your investigation into the Mandem drug ring? I want to see the evidence." Names and contact information of the individuals the prosecution alleges were customers of Mr. Harper. So what the police did, they made a mistake by saying that they'd seen multiple people buying and selling off Jay, that they could actually.
Like
they could
Tim
get
with a
statements.
bloody tier 2
Obviously, I don't think
at 17
the
months.
locals
I
that he was
appreciate you,
selling,
Tim.
stuff to are going to be
I
very
appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate
contactable.
you,
But
Tim.
that's what the prosecution said they could do. Obviously, she's called upon that. And then the results of the subpoenas and bank records are never published. So they didn't publish anything that they found in the bank records and phone subpoenas. Because I'll be honest, they found nothing. But they still need to publish that they found nothing. Because, you know, after that, nothing else was added to the case. Also, a motion to sever because they're basically taking my materials, car, and stuff that weren't even involved in the crime. That's going to be severed and done as a civil asset forfeiture case, because it shouldn't be, you know, anything to do with this case. They're just trying to tie it all in. Just basically, the reason they've tied that all in is to make a plea deal look good. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're not going to take the plea, of course, because I don't think they have enough money. I think you can beat this case.
Well, I mean, they're going to take why am I going to take a plea where they're going to say, okay, we won't seize your car when the car shouldn't even be on the deal in the first place? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then also, so the main one is a motion to suppress. The statement of probable cause in the search warrant for the People C hinges on information provided by a legal aid, Emerson Laurier, who was not authorized by a client, Mr. Wallace, to share that information with the PBSO. As Mr. Wallace's right to attorney-client privilege was violated by Ms. Laurier, the defense requests that all evidence gathered from the execution of the search warrant be suppressed. So basically, the legal aid has violated my attorney-client privilege and told the cop everything I said. And that's the only reason the search warrant to my property got signed.
So who is the legal aid? Did you literally like tell everything you did to them?
No, I just but in
either way, it doesn't matter.
Case,
it's illegal.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I could say that I could say that I killed Sam Baz in that fucking thing, and she shouldn't tell anybody that I said it.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, they're gonna keep the shed.
They'll keep it, but it might throw the whole case.
Yeah, that's
and the thing is
though.
as well. So that is actually in Bloom actually has put it in the report that she told him everything.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
But Reggie has said, the Seaside Reggie, the lawyer, he said that he will make sure that she never gets a bar license.
That's good.
Like, because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of good that it happened in a sense of like.
Wait, who did that?
Emerson Laurier name is.
Emerson Laurier. Oh yeah. After the case, she will be waterboarded.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody said that she wants to be a cop, and I guess that kind of all links in and makes sense.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Also, basically, it's gone to a pre-trial hearing now, where all of this is going to be discussed, and then it's going to be rescheduled. Strangely, though, Maya Mahmood has just jumped in for the side of the prosecution to obviously go against me in court, which is very strange because she's had 2 months to do this. And there might be a bit of a conflict of interest there, seeing as she was telling me last time how she hates me because we chucked her out of a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and she fell on the floor and I spat on her and kicked her.
Yeah. Do you remember when I was flying that helicopter? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
PD.
Yeah. It's funny because she's in this case as a prosecutor, prosecuting against Jay Harper, being a drug trafficker. But the last case she did, she wasn't a prosecution attorney. She was just a lawyer, and she was defending the fact that he would never be a drug trafficker.
True, she was defending him, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I should have never been raided, regardless of the way this case goes now. Even if they still push it, they still push it. But I'm pretty much over it. You know, if they're gonna push that, just let me do my time, and we'll come out and we'll deal with the people that fucked it for me. But for a legal aid to be doing that is pretty much just.
That's you should.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you can sue her after.
Oh yeah,
also.
I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sue her for the exact amount of fine that I get for going in, like literally to the penny.
I don't think you'll go in though. They should throw that out because of the fact that she said she did that.
Yeah, I think they'll throw it out, but you'll still lose what you lost, and which is shit. But it's better than a big fine, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't lose anything now, we're chilling. You know, if it's just what was lost originally, we're chilling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm prepared to lose everything that they wanted,
right?
And I'd still be okay, but it's not even, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Dean, also. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna say, I don't know whether, like you say, you guys have seen it before, but it just to add like a car that wasn't even used in the crime, and then like everything to the case. It was very evident to me that they just wanted a plea deal where they'd still fuck me for the full amount, but then just like offer some things that they should never have even been on there to take off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like a $6 million car, just because it's a $6 million car instead of the quad bike that I was actually riding.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't. It's just selfishness and the greed and wanting to get a big fish, you know?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I say, I'm pretty much like I said. I've been waiting nearly 60 days for this case.
Yeah.
And we'll just see where it goes from there. But hopefully, it should be
if it
scheduled
takes
soon.
care of you, take care of her because she's a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She
no,
stopped
she is.
my murder case really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What I did is, like I said, I spoke to Reggie as well. So her and Reggie were working together, and then that's where all these
Our
promotions
murder
came from.
case.
It was like, the dream team. You know, I had like a legal team.
Love that.
Yeah.
Dino, I talked to Jaeger, and he said you're an
God.
idiot. And apparently you had texts with him about wanting passports to the island, and that in the past you wanted to join the island, and you constantly were begging
I
him
never
to...
said I wanted to join the island. I just want to visit the island.
Yeah, you want to
Everybody else
visit the
visiting
island.
I
So
wasn't allowed to go
Island
visit
thing?
the island.
yeah, so I talked to him about him throwing you under the bus, and he was like, yeah, I was throwing Dean under the bus for the sake of saving the Mandem and them only going after Dean instead of going after the whole Mandem. So
Kill him.
apparently that's why he was kind of throwing you under the bus, because he's like,
Actually, I won't kill him.
because Dean texted me those things. That's why I did that. So it would only fall down to Dean and not the whole Mandem. I don't know if that helps you with anything, but that's what he told me.
I'm joining the army. I'm storming those beaches.
Which
To be honest, though, like when you wanted to
Los
go
Santos
over
Army.
there, it wasn't illegal. And I'll be able to
Hey,
see
it wasn't
that,
illegal
you know?
when I was there. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. And then did you see you seen the messages, right? I showed you.
Yeah, because he said
So
something to me as well.
Bro, exactly. So yeah. So why is he sending them to Denzel? Patar says he cared so much about the man. Then
Did he say that? Did he send that to you too?
This is what
Yeah.
he said. This is what he said to me. If Tommy T is guilty, I'm guilty. Fuck the Roosters. But I'm just kidding, Brian. No, go. You let me. I'm just kidding, Brian. Mandem ain't got nothing to do with this. Dean Quincy does, though. You know what? Fuck the Mandem. You guys kick Dean out, and I ain't fucking cool with that. I'll never fucking work with you motherfuckers again.
Okay, never mind.
Dean will take over. Remember that. I'm gonna go fucking Quincy style on the man. And then he called me, and he was laughing like for ages on the phone. I was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" And he went, "Yeah." And I said, "What was?" I said, "Why are you doing this to Dean?" And he just says, "Because it's fucking hilarious."
It is pretty funny.
Wow,
So-
how was that funny? If you were facing, oh Matthew.
So my other thing
Because
is,
he's like an evil guy.
I don't
innit?
want any of the boys. I mean, I still need to find out more about this army shit, but I don't see
Well,
us.
Matt's already in it. Sorry to
Yeah.
tell you, brother.
5K
That
war.
is, that's in it. SK's in it. Bro, I don't know
Fighting
what
with
to
the
tell you.
cops.
No,
It's
that
not.
was,
It's not. The thing is, it's not a cop thing. It's a Senate thing. I don't know why people keep saying it's a cop thing.
But it's the cops going to invade the island,
Yeah,
no?
it's a Senate. It's the state versus. It's literally civilians, the army versus the
You see
island.
that, Patar?
It's not a
Yeah,
cop
what is
thing.
this?
I was enrolled to the army.
This was
10
way
months
long ago,
ago.
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's signed a contract. He's due for 5 wars, so he can get sued if he doesn't fulfill that contract.
Then you get
And-
sued. How much are they gonna sue you?
I don't know, but I signed this from Den Shiesty. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I shot down Den Shiesty last night. So
I was watching the CCTV. I don't think you shot him down at all, to be
No.
honest.
I shot in his direction.
Oh, okay.
I
There
shot in
he
his
goes.
direction.
There we go. There we go.
Mm.
Dean, what's with the livery of your car? Didn't know.
I just needed something to look at every time I.
Do you know
like, pull
why
the car out.
they wanna go invade the island?
Oh,
Supposedly it's supposed to be. There's a whole LSBN article about it. It's I guess there was like they're mass producing RPGs.
Mhm.
It sounds really familiar. There was weapons of mass destruction. We have to go over there and.
Yeah, for oil, right? I mean,
Sounds very
Yeah.
familiar.
yeah. But
But you know,
my thing is, why would we help with that? You know, because that's like, if the cops were like, hey, we know they
it's
have
not
a
cop thing though. It's all right. Like that, I don't know. Like the thing is, it's not a cop thing. If it was a cop thing, I wouldn't volunteer for the army.
but
it's not a
it's
cop
going
thing.
against someone who has a whether they have, if they're going there to produce for mass productions of guns, they're going there looking for a bench, no?
No, they're going there to fuck up Jaeger.
Let me
Probably
check this
put him in
article.
jail for a long time.
Yeah, and then if you fight for Jaeger, you're going to jail for 30 years with no due process, brother. They're not even going to talk to you. They're just going to send you to prison for 30 years.
I can't lie. I think we just be Switzerland and watch them fight it out.
Yeah, like I don't. I'm the only one. I'm the only one going over there.
Nah, I'm coming with you, Dean. I'm signed to the army. I have to.
My thing is, I don't want any of the boys fighting with the army.
It's my duty as a citizen of Los Santos to fight for this country.
So it's your citizen duty to take down Jaeger?
I'm not taking down Jaeger. I'm fighting for my country.
No, you're taking down Jaeger. You told me they're going there to take down Jaeger, no? When I said, oh, they're looking there for a bench,
they're going
no?
there to take down Jaeger. I'm going there to fight for my country.
Yeah, which is assisting them with taking down Jaeger, no?
But this is once again, Patar. This is not a cop thing. I think you keep thinking it's a cop. It's not a cop thing.
Okay, say it's not a cop thing. They're still going
But
there.
It is not. It's not.
For example, Dean, let's say you were on that island and we were told, let's go take down Dean Quincy.
But is Jaeger Mandem?
No, he's not Mandem, but so you weren't Mandem earlier too. Like, for example, say when you weren't Mandem, they were like, hey, let's go take down Dean Quincy. And then everyone in Los Santos gets together and goes hunts for you. And then at end result, the cops would throw you in jail.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go willingly help them take down Jaeger?
I didn't say we. I said I am.
Yeah, but you represent the Mandem.
Brother, it is a patriot thing to do to fight for your country. You can't tell me I can't fight for my country. I'm sorry to tell you.
Theoretical. Imagine a bomb lands outside the Mandem block, and because we've been Switzerland, yeah, we're out boosting racing, and we're getting bombed, bro. And like we're actually losing this war, and we could have been out there fighting.
We're invading a country. It's not like Jaeger's country is attacking. Yeah, we are.
We don't know. They said they can attack us too. Have you not watched
That's
the
how
news?
politics work. They convince you. That's why
you choose your side. I don't give a fuck what side you choose, but you're not gonna tell me what to choose on my side.
We invade before they invade. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's inevitable they invade us. You know what I mean?
I think you guys are just being. You guys have been brainwashed by media.
Well, I guess I'm brainwashed, but I will fight for my country and shoot all those goddamn Sanguine Islands insurgents in the face.
Pussios. On God. And mama got put in a headlock.
So you guys are gonna go take down Jaeger.
Yeah.
I will fight for my country.
I'm gonna fight for my country, really. I don't really give a fuck about Jaeger.
So what? So you guys are sheep, is what you guys are telling me.
What do you mean we're sheep?
Because media told you, government told you, you got to save your country. Your country is under attack.
Oh, well, the government told you you have to pay your debt every freaking 2 weeks. You pay your debt every 2 weeks, does it not? Did you not?
Yeah.
So are you a sheep?
No.
Okay, so I am not a sheep for fighting for my country, Patar.
Okay, but you guys are not seeing the main point. They're going there to take down Jaeger. When they take down Jaeger, they're gonna put him in jail, no?
That's their problem. That's not my job.
So how are you saving your country?
By fighting to make sure insurgent terrorists doesn't attack the block and make the block go boom.
But they're not attacking us. We're attacking them, no?
We don't know that yet. We have to make sure we attack them first so they can't attack us. That's how it goes.
I'm just saying, whoever attacks Jaeger's Island better leave their chain behind and their vest behind.
What?
That's all I'm saying.